Take a walk on the wild side in the Palm Beaches. Ecotourism is big business in Palm Beach County. From lions to loggerheads, our resident wildlife population is one of the things that makes the Palm Beaches a special place to visit. Aquatic adventures let you see our majestic sea turtles and tropical fish in living color, while our zoos, wildlife parks and natural areas give you an up-close look at everything from rhinos to alligators. It is here that nature is on full display. It's like nowhere else in the world. As one of the largest counties east of the Mississippi, we have lots of room to explore the wild animal encounters that are seemingly endless in the Palm Beaches. Ever wished you could swim with dolphins or get up close to a manatee? In the Palm Beaches, you can. From the Florida Everglades and the Loxahatchee River to the Intracoastal Waterway and the Atlantic Ocean, take a walk on the wild side and discover the great outdoors in a tropical paradise. Join me, James Currie, as we discover the wild Palm Beaches.
On this episode of Wild Palm Beaches, we'll dive into the world of sea turtles and discover their amazing life history and the conservation efforts being made to help these phenomenal creatures. We'll also explore the art of nature with a local artist that calls the Palm Beaches home. Then it's time to get wild with Jada and Benji as they get up close and personal with the saltwater crocodile in a very unusual location. All this and more right here on the Wild Palm Beaches.
Every year on this very beach begins one of the most incredible journeys on our planet, right here in the Palm Beaches. Perhaps no creature symbolizes our relationship with the ocean more than the sea turtle. While born on land, these archangels of the underwater world have navigated our waterways since the age of the dinosaur. Sea turtles are among the oldest creatures on Earth and have remained essentially unchanged for 110 million years. Sea turtles are ancient mariners and are well adapted to a life on the move. Just in the past few decades, sea turtle populations have declined in certain locations due to poaching, destructive fishing practices, loss of habitat, water pollution, and other man-made pressures. There are countless issues that sea turtles can't overcome without conservation. Join us on this episode of the Wild Palm Beaches as we discover nature's greatest survival story.
Hi, I'm Leanne Welch. I'd like to welcome you to Gumbo Limbo Nature Center in beautiful Boca Raton, just another amazing part of the Wild Palm Beaches. What's not to love about sea turtles? Sea turtles are kind of our mascot of the Palm Beaches. We have critically important nesting habitat on our beaches. They come back to our beaches to lay their eggs every single summer, and our waters are absolutely filled with sea turtles all year long. Sea turtles use our beaches every summer. We have 3 species of turtles that nest on our beaches beginning in March, and they nest all the way through the end of nesting season in October. Visiting here at our Nature Center, you can sign up for a program where you can go out on the beach and be lucky enough to witness mama turtle laying her eggs, or come back a few months later and help us release those hatchling turtles back into the ocean. The work we're doing here is important not just here in the Palm Beaches, but on a global scale.
Palm Beach County, Florida has 47 miles of pristine Atlantic coastline and close proximity to the Gulf Stream, making our beaches one of the most important sea turtle nesting sites in the world. Sea turtles are reptiles remarkably suited to life in the sea. Their hydrodynamic shape, large size and powerful front flippers allow them to dive to great depths and swim long distances. Although sea turtles can remain submerged for hours at a time while resting or sleeping, they typically surface several times each hour to breathe. There are 7 species of sea turtle: the green sea turtle, hawksbill sea turtle, loggerhead sea turtle, olive ridley sea turtle, Kemp's ridley sea turtle, leatherback sea turtle, and flatback sea turtle. In most sea turtles, the top shell or carapace is composed of many bones covered with horny scales or scutes. Unlike their terrestrial relatives, they cannot retract their heads into their shells. Sea turtles are a fundamental link in marine ecosystems. They help maintain the health of seagrass beds and coral reefs that benefit commercially valuable species such as shrimp, lobster, and tuna. Sea turtles are the live representatives of a group of reptiles that have existed on Earth and traveled our seas for the last 100 million years. What makes the Palm Beaches such a successful site for breeding sea turtles is the fact that our beaches here are very well protected, and it seems that the residents have embraced the local sea turtles that come up onto the beaches every year as one of their own. We met up with researchers from Florida Atlantic University here at Gumbo Limbo Nature Center, and they told us a little bit about the important work they are doing with sea turtles here in the Palm Beaches.
I'm a sea turtle biologist, so that covers a lot of territory, and I do everything from nesting studies in sea turtle hatchlings to diving physiology to, in this case, the studies that we're doing here at Gumbo Limbo have to do with immunology and fibropapilloma disease, which is a disease that affects hard-shelled turtles, but in particularly juvenile green turtles. So Palm Beach is really important for 2 reasons. We have, in southeast Florida, the largest aggregation of nesting loggerheads in the world. So the nesting beaches are very important, but we also have a lot of bays and estuaries, and those are the development areas for juvenile turtles. Here in Palm Beach County, we have 3 turtles that nest in large numbers. So by far the largest number of turtles are loggerhead sea turtles. So they nest by the thousands. And then we also have green turtles, though those are in the hundreds of turtles. And leatherback turtles will also find, but in much smaller numbers, maybe a few hundred of those total in Palm Beach County.
We have an amazing team here at Gumbo Limbo. They are specialists in their field. Our sea turtle rehabilitation team is recognized around the world for the groundbreaking work they're doing to protect threatened and endangered sea turtles here. Our education team has field trips operating every single day school is in session, and we have an amazing summer camp that we can reach out to all of our local kids and share with them our mission and how they can be environmental stewards.
So this is a little loggerhead sea turtle, a washback loggerhead sea turtle. And what that means is this little turtle was hatched somewhere on a beach, swam off to the currents, and then was washed back into shore. You can tell this turtle is sick, it's emaciated, and this turtle has been passing plastic. We're actually involved in a study with the University of Florida's Whitney Lab in St. Augustine, where we're trying to tease out what types of plastics we're actually finding in these little washback sea turtles. We're trying to find out what colors, what sizes, in hopes of getting better information out there to what's actually going on in our oceans. Sea turtles are admitted to our facility due to human impact related issues. They're here because of fishing interactions, they're here because of pollution, different diseases, they're here because of boat strike injuries. So most of the turtles that we treat here are here because of something that we've done. It's up to us to learn from them. Sea turtles are definitely trying to give us signs that there's something going on out there. So the future of sea turtles really does depend on us. We know what's going on out there. We know there's problems with pollution. We know there's problems with climate change. We know there's problems with beach erosion. It's up to us to do the things that we need to do to make sure that their environment continues to stay healthy.
The Wild Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches.
Seeing these sea turtles in person is a real privilege here in the Palm Beaches, and we are really lucky to have places like Gumbo Limbo Nature Center who are consistently working to make sure that reptiles like the various species of sea turtles thrive well into the future.
I'm Dr. Maria Chatham, and I'm the veterinarian here at Gumbo Limbo Sea Turtle Rehab. I've been working with sea turtles for about 11 years. They have different, more challenging problems, and I like getting involved in their conservation. They also heal in a really unique manner, and it's really rewarding to help them because they're endangered species, and they've been on the earth for so long that I just feel like it's a privilege to be able to help them go back to the ocean.
This is a little green turtle hatched right here in Boca Raton. It's part of a long-term study to understand how the environment directs the sex ratios of sea turtles in the nests. So this turtle has to stay in the lab for probably about 3 to 4 months to get big enough for us to tell what sex it is. They have to be about the size of the palm of my hand. This turtle's only about half of that right now.
If we can continue to do the research and engage the youth, particularly in the conservation of our world's oceans, I think that the outlook for sea turtles across our globe is fairly optimistic.
So I've been at the FAU Marine Lab for almost 4 years, and I can't complain about the job. I get to work with these little turtles every day. I get to do really cool research to learn more about them. Every day is different. My favorite thing about studying turtles is that they're such a charismatic species, and everybody loves sea turtles, but we really don't know that much about them. They're really difficult to study in some ways. So my favorite thing is that there's so much to learn about them. Really, I can't imagine myself doing anything other than this.
One of the things I've learned about the turtles specifically, this is something I'd never even heard before. They love to hear me act. They love to see my enthusiasm, they love my passion, and they especially love my Hamlet monologue. Let me show you. To be or not to be? Tell me, turtle. Is it nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune? Or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing, end them? To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Ah, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. You like that? They like it.
Sea turtles are one of the ocean's most iconic creatures, and they only have one home. It's our duty to protect the world's oceans, not only for sea turtles, but for future human generations that can enjoy this iconic creature. The research that is being done around sea turtles by places like Gumbo Limbo Nature Center is so important and critical to the survival of these sea turtle species into the future. The sea turtle truly is a phenomenal addition to the diversity of wildlife found right here in the Palm Beaches.
The Wild Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches.
I'm Ben Hicks. I'm an underwater nature photographer, and this is The Art of Nature. My name is Ben Hicks, and I'm a photographer based in South Florida. Like many photographers, the camera is a tool and a pathway to get outside and explore Mother Nature. The ocean is a special place that has been a huge part of my life and career. I grew up around the water with my family letting me loose at the beach. Creating stories with a camera came naturally as I harnessed the artistic genes inherited from many of my relatives into a career that has taken me around the globe. On a calm, clear, flat day, I hear the water lap up against my mask. As I swim out, the sun shimmers off the surface of the water, reflecting beams of light onto the seafloor below. Gliding along the surface, I wonder what I will see today. The direction and purpose of my work has gone in ways I have never imagined. Realizing the intention I had developed through my images, I quickly noticed that I could do something to protect the animals in the places they call home and I call my office. My time in the water observing and photographing sea turtles over the past 10 years has led me to partner with several environmental organizations around the globe. From tagged sea turtles in Florida to leatherbacks in Panama, my images have contributed to numerous efforts in protecting animals, which is something I am most proud of. The feedback I received from supporters around the world pushed me to share moments with these amazing animals in unique ways most have never seen before. Preparation and a lot of experience has me ready to get the shot when least expected moments happen right in front of my eyes. Whether I'm shooting waves or trying to avoid jellyfish, I love challenging conditions that the ocean throws at me. Our ecosystem is extremely fragile, often butting up against endless buildings, hugging the coast, and encroaching on Mother Nature. The impact of mankind has brought evolution to a halt, and so it is critical that we protect our coasts from the overdevelopment. Our everyday usage of plastics and single-use items end up in the ocean, directly impacting the animals within. Capturing these moments in the water is just the beginning. The best images are edited, printed, and shipped to fans and supporters around the world. Impactful images are often contributed to environmental awareness campaigns that serve as visual reminders to reduce our footprint on Mother Nature. I encourage everyone to go outside, immerse yourself in nature, and realize how important it is to our planet's survival. The innocence of nature deserves the power of mankind.
The Wild Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches.
Hey, I'm Benji.
I'm Jada.
And it's time to get wild in the Palm Beaches. Hey everybody, I'm Benji Studt with Palm Beach County's Environmental Resources Management. I'm out here with Jada.
Hello.
And Jada, what are we doing at a golf course?
We're out here looking for a huge American crocodile that's been seen hanging around somewhere around this water body here.
All right, Jada, so we have been out here all morning, like 4 hours waiting for this crocodile, right?
Yes.
And finally,
we see one.
He makes his appearance. We knew that it was here because the maintenance staff saw it this morning, but it was completely hidden. But now that the sun is up, it's come out to lay on the bank, get a little sun. And this is important for these animals because, well, I guess, do you know why they come out on the bank and sun themselves?
Well, crocodiles are ectotherms, so they actually rely on the environment to modulate their body temperature. So they come out to get some sun to warm up.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's exactly what this animal's doing. It's out here on the bank, it's warming up, and they will actually sit with their mouth open. And that's a kind of a crazy look, but it's actually another one of these adaptations that these animals will do to help to thermoregulate, right? Exactly like you said, they're ectothermic, and so they rely on the outside environment to regulate their body temperature. And that's what that gaping mouth open is doing, is it's helping this crocodile to thermoregulate and get itself just right, probably getting ready for a solid night of trying to go to the grocery store and get some groceries, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And we have seen a lot of groceries. It's pretty obvious why this crocodile is here, right?
Yes, definitely. There's a whole buffet out there.
So the American crocodile, an incredible conservation success story.